Welcome to a new episode of Let's Talk Innovation. Innovation isn't a buzzword anymore, it is the defining force of our time. We are standing at the edge of a transformation that will reshape how businesses operate, decide and grow. AI is not just another technology wave, it is a once-in-a-generation shift, unlocking new value, redefining processes and challenging everything we thought we knew about software. And with that, I'm very pleased to introduce my conversation partner today, Andreas Thon, Regional Business Suite Leader MEE and member of the Regional Leadership Team. Welcome, Andreas. Great to have you here.
Hi, Jasmin.
So let's start with the first question. There is no SAP session where AI isn't the key part of your message. Did SAP change its whole strategy this year?
So, Jasmin, that's a good question. So, of course, we are not changing the whole strategy. It's an evolution. Right? We're still building on our big advantages that have carried us through 5 decades of major success. This is still, mission critical data at massive scale or business process know-how for every industry. But most of all, I think we build on trust and high quality that we're delivering to our clients, right? And now, and that's the new era actually of our strategy and our business suite is that we combine applications, data management, and business AI. And we put business AI into the center of the business suite. So the working with the suite will change dramatically, So that's so super important. So we go all in on AI. And let me explain why a little bit. So there are reasons for this, right? So there's an estimation that AI will add 3 to 10 trillion US dollars to the global GDP in the next decade. That's a huge, huge number. So we put this into perspective, right? The GDP of Germany is round about 5 trillion US dollars. So this means AI will add another Germany to the world economy. And this is not a distant dream. This is, this is an opportunity for our customers, for our partners, and of course also for SAP.
I understand that it's a massive opportunity. But when we look at many organizations today, the reality looks quite different. Many companies are still struggling with the pressure and the promise of AI, whether it's the excitement from boardroom conversations or the frustrations that builds when ambitious AI projects don't deliver. The reality is, leading through this revolution is not easy. There are still barriers to achieve ROI with AI. How will SAP help its customers to overcome those barriers?
So, before I start with the barriers, it's actually the biggest challenge currently these days is the translation from investments to return on investments in AI. So, actually, these investments are made to incrementally boost productivity or efficiency or make decision-making easier and better. But, the companies, most of the companies on a global enterprise level, they invested on average almost 27 million US dollars in AI until end of 2025. Spanning software, infrastructure, people, consulting. And the average return on investment, and that's the bad news, is only 16%, which is super disappointing. So this means there's obviously barriers to success. And from my perspective, there are 3 key barriers to success in this area. And this means, first, disjointed data. 75% of the leaders cite that incomplete or inconsistent data is their biggest challenge. So data quality is a big issue. Then siloed solutions. Of course, you can implement AI features from different vendors that then lead to a patchwork of applications, right? But disconnected and not able to scale. So that's a big issue. And both of these issues or barriers lead to a third barrier, which is complexity. So if you have the siloed solutions and less or not good data quality, the complexity goes up. And that's a big issue. So you need a solution that overcomes those barriers. And this needs a solution that really has a broad context for the enterprise, that has end-to-end efficiency and unified experience. And this is actually where SAP comes into play, and the business suite of SAP kicks in. Because we are combining applications, data management, and business AI on a unified platform based on 50 years, more than 50 years of business intelligence. And this is the business suite. And our business suite, it's, how can I show this? It works like a flywheel, right? And you have applications, data, and business AI. And the flywheel, if you works this way, the better processes you have, the better data you get. And the better data you have, the smarter you can train your AI, your agents. And if your agents are smarter, you get better operations with better processes. So, and with every circle of the flywheel, your enterprise gets smarter. And this is what we can support as SAP, because this is the real USP of SAP. No other company can offer this.
So if we understand how SAP helps customers unlock value, the next question is, what actually makes this new setup so powerful? What are the key components of the new era of the SAP Business Suite?
So we all know that the Business Suite, as I already said, is based on applications, data, which is the Business Data Cloud, and Business AI with Joule as our co-pilot, right? And there is actually 5 key ingredients that are new now to the Business Suite. And this is Joule as the central user experience, Joule as a co-pilot or agent. You can ask everything everywhere. You can actually also can compare this with ChatGPT or the Microsoft Copilot, right? So that's super important. So that's really the center, right? Then we have AI assistants that help improving the processes, even getting better, smarter. We have more automatic processes and so on, right? Third, which is super important because I already said that we have deep industry know-how, we are building industry applications. We are building industry applications on our own, but also together with our clients that we then scale. That's important, that's super important. This all is based on data management with the Business Data Cloud, where we get semantically rich data. And then we are offering a AI tool chain that helps transforming to the Business Suite easier and at lower cost, and also a modernized service portfolio. This is the key ingredients of the new era of the Business Suite.
This sounds very compelling, but many customers are asking themselves how they can actually get there from where they are today. If a customer wants to start with their own Business Suite, is there a pathway to transition to the SAP Business Suite?
Yes, of course, there is lots of ways to go there, and each and every customer starts at a different point. But we are doubling down on our AI tool chain and the service portfolio, which I already mentioned. The AI tool chain, we are really doubling down on this because we want to make the transformation to the Business Suite at least 35% faster and also, of course, cheaper. This is LeanIX, Signavio, WalkMe, our AI hero products, Joule for consultants, which is also super important for consulting companies, right, to understand that and get the value out to the customers. This is Document AI, but also everything built on the business technology platform. This is enabling the way towards the Business Suite. And of course, in addition, we still have our journeys like Rise and Grow to the suite, so private cloud and public cloud. And we even have a new offering on public cloud now, which is Grow Fast, which should lead to go-lives in months rather than in quarters. So we are expecting all our partners to get into this also so that we scale also public cloud.
And with all these advancements, there is one fundamental question that keeps coming up. AI comes with many potentials and advantages, but one fear appears. Will AI make traditional software obsolete? So is SaaS, software as a service, dead?
This is actually a wild question, right? So, because you most probably expect me to answer this with no, because we are seen as a SaaS company, right? But the question and the answer from my side is yes. Fundamental, traditional, unintelligent software will become obsolete. That's a clear perspective. So the future software will be smart, intelligent, it will understand the client's context, their goals, their processes in depth, and therefore you need intelligent and smart software and software as a service. That's why we think that this traditional one will go away, but intelligent agentic SaaS will be there always. And we as SAP, we are exactly in this, and we are offering this to the market as a real USP. So our customers, we are expecting our customers not to subscribe software anymore in the future. We think that they will employ or recruit intelligence. That's why we are all in on AI, and we put AI in the center.
Thank you, Andreas, for this clear perspective on why going all in on AI is not just a strategic move, but will be the path to future success for every business. And to everyone watching, thank you for joining us on Let's Talk Innovation. See you next time.